Hello, are you a father in New Mexico and you think that New Mexico is a mother's right state when it comes to when the court determines who the child lives with primarily? Hi, my name is attorney Anthony Spratly. I am the owner and founder of Genus Law Group in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we practice law throughout the state of New Mexico and we do it well. Now, whenever I hear this comment about, oh, New Mexico is a mother's right state, that's true, right? I'm not going to be able to spend time with my child because the state's going to protect the mother and the child and not give me a chance. Or, hey, I'm a father. I can equally take care of, the child as much as a mother can. Why shouldn't I be afforded, equal time to the child? Well, the court's going to look at many different factors to determine what's in the best interest of the child. They're going to take a look at who's the primary caregiver of the child, and sometimes naturally that's the mother, right? Let's face it, sometimes that happens. It happens to be the mother. The court's going to look at whether or not the child has formed a primary attachment over one parent with another. Another thing the court's going to look at is who can provide stability for the child, and also the age of the child, the maturity of the child. A newborn infant that's 0 weeks old, the criteria would be much different than the child who is 8 years old, and whether or not who should be the primary custodian, or whether or not there should be some sort of shared time sharing between the parents. Now, the list I just spoke about is not all inclusive, right? There's other factors involved as well. Some of those include an analysis of whether or not one parent is fit, or if both parents are fit, great. Or if one parent has an issue of fitness, then that kind of plays into the consideration with the judge as well, when you get the court involved on making a determination on what's in the best interest of the child, and deciding what the time sharing schedule should be. Now, look, guys, I know this doesn't sound like great news. Especially for like a young infant, and you felt like, hey, I helped bring this child into the world, and I should have equal say, and I should have 50-50 time sharing, even with an infant. But you have to be realistic. I want you to be realistic about that, because if you're setting your expectations high that you're going to have this infant that's 0 weeks old, right? That's very, very young, and you're going to be the primary caregiver of that child, or have 50-50 time sharing with that child, you're going to be sorely mistaken. Okay, and I don't know of many attorneys out there that would have a differing opinion. I'm not saying that you can't be a significant part of that child's life, but I think the most important thing is to make sure that you're there for the child as much as possible when you can be. And if you have problems having that access, that's when you need to reach out to an attorney to help you get access to that newborn child, because that newborn child, although very dependent on at least one parent at a very early age, the court understands that child should also have the opportunity to bond with the other caregiver as well, right? So the thing I tell, especially fathers with newborns, and they broke up with their with their partner, and they're no longer in their partner's life, but they still want to be part of this child's life, is to get along with the mother, right? The best that you can. Right? Not saying that you have to be best friends, and I know it may seem to you that this is a one-sided deal for you, and that why should you have to bend towards the mother to have this relationship with your child? And I get it. And in due course, you will have that reputation to where if you're spending time with the child and you're showing up, that you'll build that reputation with the mother, and then also with the court, if you have to go to court, that you're a reliable person and that you should be part of this child's life. So make the effort. Don't have the wife, or the partner, your ex-wife or your ex-partner, cut you out of the child's life. If you're experiencing those problems, you need to reach out to an attorney to help you reestablish that bond between your child. Don't get caught up in this nonsense that this is a mother's right state, because it's not. It's not written anywhere in the Constitution in the state of New Mexico, or in any statutes that regulate child custody within the state of New Mexico. So dispel yourself of that notion that this is a mother's right state, because it's just as much as a father's right state, because you do have the right to raise your child here as well. All right, if you know anyone that may need to hear this content, please share it with them. If you're in a place that you can like or subscribe to this, please do so, because when you do that, if we drop new content, you'll be able to get an update on that as well. Also, if you want relevant content to this, please go to our website at www.genuslawgrp.com. Also, you can call us if you want to chat about this or other issues related to custody or divorce. Call us at 505-317-4455. Until next time, have a great day.